What's going on, good people? This is CDL Shorty. So, hey, a little trick. If you get in a tight spot out on the road, this mirror right here pushes in. You can fold it in if you ever get on a tight spot on the road. Reason why I say that is because I got in a tight spot for the jam one time, and another driver taught me how to push it in. Because if not, I would have broke that mirror off.
Yeah, one time I actually did that one time.
Yeah.
Someone else spit.
Yeah.
But he was being a dick. He didn't want to. He didn't want to do nothing. He was like, "What do you want me to do? I can't do nothing. I couldn't." It was a rest area.
Yeah.
With the cars been in front.
Yeah.
People trying to turn.
For sure.
Back in Ohio. So,
yeah.
If I would have went up there and pulled his shit down, he would probably got mad, but I would have been able to go through.
Mine was in upstate New York, in Utica, New York, at a Walmart. It was real tight. Yeah, but what's your name, my man?
Will.
This is my man Will right here. I just met him at the truck stop. So real cool brother. You got a YouTube or anything? Instagram? You want to shout out or anything?
Nah. I just got rid of my Instagram.
Okay.
Just on YouTube.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Well, what we were saying earlier about the deaf, would you like to? Can we elaborate on that or no?
Well, I'll say something real quick.
Okay.
Both my trucks are down because of death. In North Carolina, in the inspections, they have a system where they can just put something inside your exhaust, and they can tell if you bleeding or not.
And I didn't know that. He just put me on game about something. I didn't even know that.
At the inspection stations, they got them in North Carolina, and they start to put them in a lot of places, so they randomly do it. But a lot of truck drivers know about that. They're trying to get rid of people that's bleeding their death.
Yeah.
And a lot of these trucks, by this 2016, if my truck is in D-rate, my truck is still cut on and drive. It won't drive, but it'll be in D-rate mode, but it'll still cut on. I can still have heat.
Right.
I'm in a cold area. I can still have power. But on the 2018 that I got in the shop, it went in D-rate and they won't even cut on.
Right, because I was telling them, that's crazy, because I was telling them about 2 weeks ago about getting an older truck with DEF, but he actually put me on game that some of the carriers won't even touch you if you don't have a truck that's within that 10-year period, which I think is kind of upsetting because, they're catching on to what we're doing, but we're doing it for the betterment of our families because these trucks, that DEF is just, it ain't worth shit, man. It ain't worth shit. And then we was talking a little bit about driver health a little bit, guys, because I had a heart attack and, just putting drivers on game about your health, workouts, stay above your health and everything like that. You want to say anything to them about health?
I'm glad you came around because you are one of the ones that had a heart attack. Yeah. And then just yesterday I thought I had one. I was going to have one, so I sat in the hospital. So that was almost like a miracle that you came and gave me one because I thought yesterday I was going to have one. You said you just had one.
I had one.
And it's probably a sign you need to slow down, especially don't eat when you drive.
Yes.
Don't eat when you drive.
That was my problem. I was a snacker.
Yeah, and then don't eat before you go to bed either. Feel like,
laying down.
Yeah, and also usually no place to run and play or do nothing. So I think it's about we're trying to make ourselves feel good. Food needs that validation, that gratitude, that thing you feel like it makes you feel better.
Right.
It's serotonin a little bit in the system. So you want to eat, make yourself feel good because you ain't done nothing all day.
You ain't done nothing.
So it's just important to go home, man. I mean, we try to get it all we can on Amazon and stuff, but it's important just to go home.
That's right.
And get you some time where you can have fun, at least one day out of the week, at least in the middle of the week.
That's right.
Something like that.
That's right. God blessed me the universe blessed me to run into this guy, man, because literally, like I told you, I teach, but I was just riding around. Riding around. I like to make videos, come to truck stops and make videos. I was just riding around, and I got some dirt on my shoes, and I stopped I stopped to clean them off, and I ran into this guy. So one last question for you. I know this is your truck and everything, but if a broker, because we always talk about the brokers stealing the money and all that right off the rip. How much does it cost to run your truck? If you need to if a broker give you a load, and brokers don't know this, and I don't think they care to know this, or some of them might, because not all of them are bad, but how much does it take to actually crank this truck up and run it up the road?
Talking about as far as fuel?
As far as fuel, maintenance, what you need to take home, what you need to pay a driver, like anything.
What you really need, you really need more than $2. You need $2 per mile. You need if you don't do a load for 700 miles, and you can do it a load every day, get over 1,500 or at least 1,500 every single day.
Okay.
Because what's that? 15 times 5. What's that? 7,000. What's that?
Roughly about six.
What's 1,500 times? You don't gotta do 7, but 5.
Okay.
I think it's like I can't tell you off the top of my head, but I think it's like close to 7,000, 6,000, 7,000, like that.
Okay.
At least 5 days, 15. Yeah, I think it's 7,000.
Yeah.
Or 6,500.
Gotcha.
Just like so at least get 1,500 or close around there a week. So every day you drop on Monday, drop for Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, on every all whole day of the week.
Yeah.
If you drop and you make that much, at least 15, 13, 15 a day, you'll be good.
Okay, cool.
Because you gotta think about it's every day you drop.
That's
and
right.
You're getting paid consistently.
That's right.
So if you do a load for 2 days, they're gonna pay maybe $2,000.
Right.
But you could have dropped it in one day and made 15. The next day you made 15 and you made 3,000 today.
That's right. Then you got to connect the dots because you got to find a hot spot where another load is coming out.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to.
You don't always do that.
That's right.
And so you don't waste 2 days, and then you get another load that ain't good. So you know what I mean? Now you can make 2 days, they got 2,000 2 days, and then you get another load out of there for about, now you made 3,000.
Yeah.
In 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
You know? So you could have made in 4 days you would have made 15. That's 3.
Yeah.
And then 2 more, you would have made 6.
So one last thing that we're gonna let my man go. If a broker was watching this, what would you say to the broker? I like to say just talk to us, get your knowledge, because a lot of them don't like to talk to us. A lot they work for the carrier. Yeah. They're the middlemen. You know, the carriers don't want to, or not the carriers. I'm sorry. The shippers.
Shippers. Yeah.
The people that have the freight, they don't want to talk to us, so they hire a broker. But the brokers, they don't know us. They don't know how much it costs to run the truck. So I'd like to talk to a lot of drivers because I'm a driver at the end of the day. I care about us. So I'm like, hey man, like I feel like the brokers and the drivers, we need to have a huge conference and come together. And we need to fix this. We can't always, as drivers, keep blaming the brokers, and then the brokers can't always keep having attitudes of, well, y'all don't know this, blah, blah, blah. So I don't like that. I think we need to come together. We need to bridge that gap.
I feel like sometimes the brokers and the shippers, they do work together.
Yeah.
Like say as far as contracts, if they got contracts, they go to a broker, and they're gonna take them contracts are paying a lot more than what they give us.
Yeah.
So I think every driver that has a company should have a broker on their team.
Gotcha.
That's what you should have. It should be when you go into trucking, don't come in here by yourself. You're trying to get your own authority. I got my own authority. I did it by myself. Yeah. And I got 2 trucks, and it ain't easy. If I had a broker, and I had other truckers that are my friends, I could bring them onto my authority when I need 10 trucks. Because if you need to have a contract, you got to have like 10 trucks, 15, 20. So that needs to happen more, where we're not being so selfish like the broker is, and we're trying to help our people out.
Yeah.
That's what needs to happen. We just need to focus more on truck drivers running their own authorities and being the brokers. Yep. That's what they need to do.
I agree with you, brother. Well, thank you for your knowledge. We're going to let this brother go. Thank y'all for trucking with me.